biggest deer. It's October 29th. I'm back in my new woods. Didn't have a lot of time to get back to the property, so we're sitting here because it's close. Got a big swamp straight south of me, and they're working this ridge. A lot of scrapes, a lot of rubs. I might actually rattle a little bit tonight. Something that hasn't worked for years in Michigan, but see what happens. There's been 3 mature older deer on this trail cam I got out here, so maybe they're fighting. I just rattled a buck in. Not what we're after, but it's cool that it works. Alright. November 9th, 2 o'clock. I sat out here this morning till about 9:30. I had good movement. Had a couple running around chasing deer. beams. These are 8-inch in diameter trees, ripped to shreds. Same wider than a Buick. Got beams for days. So hopefully we can see them on the hoof. Try to put something down. Gun season's coming.
Yeah. Meh.
Well, November 17th. I've had a buck on my hit list, my new property. Whew. Since the 12th, he showed up. Just a stud, absolute stud. We just dumped him. Pretty sure he's piled up about 50 yards away. We're gonna have to go see what we got. Well, here we are back in the barn. We weren't able to get the recovery on film. The buck actually ended up going 50 yards over the line onto the neighbor's property. And he went a little further than I thought he did, but regardless, watched him drop and had to go and talk to the neighbor to get permission. Ended up spending a good 45 minutes over there talking to a really good guy. I was more than happy to let us go in there and get him. And in the meantime, it started sleeting and freezing rain, so we weren't able to get the camera back out. But we got him back to the barn, and me and a couple of good buddies caped him out last night and rough scored him, and he's going to end up going low to mid 150s. So we're extremely happy with that after seeing this buck for the first time the 7th, again the 12th of October. He had a very good rub line he stayed on and disappeared when rut came around, and went and checked for sign again. That day I ended up shooting him the 17th and knew he was back in town the way the rub line was hit again. So we went back in that night, and he was the only deer we saw. Very pleased.
Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the video. David with another absolute stud of a Michigan deer. I think that one scored just over 156 inches. It's crazy. David only hunts 7 acres right there. That's 7 acres with his house and a barn on it. So big bucks, you never know. I mean, it doesn't take 100 or 1,000 acres to kill big deer, and that video is an absolute great example of it. David worked hard to kind of minimize pressure on that property and just strike at the right moments. October 7th he showed up. I think October 12th again he showed back up. David really wanted to harvest him with archery equipment, but it just turned out that it didn't happen that way. The deer left during the rut and came back. So another great example that, you know, if we do let some smaller deer go, they can grow to that big, no matter how big of a piece of property you own, as long as you have the right piece of property. And David's a great example of that. So 156 inches or just over, that's amazing on 7 acres. So congrats, Davey. We're gonna be rolling out more and more videos over the next couple weeks. Also, the podcast is gonna kick off, I think, the last Monday of this month, and then going into September, we're gonna be launching on Monday at like 5 a.m. so everybody can listen to them on their way to work. So check those out. Also follow on Instagram, Facebook, but subscribing to our YouTube channel is a great way to keep up. You'll get those notifications when a new video does come out. So thank you guys for watching. We appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned.